Let me ask you to put your two areas of expertise and brilliance, you can call it, the media and Trump. He had, well, tell me what you think happened over 4 years. Did he win? Did the media win? Did they both lose?
No, I think that he won. And I think the media, mean, my view of the problem with the media is that they could never explain him. They could never explain him to themselves. And political reporters are a process-oriented group of people. I mean, that's what they do. What is it to write about politics? It's to write about cause and effect. Everything happens for a reason. Everybody has a goal. It's all transactional. Everybody wants something. And so that's the discipline that you bring to trying to write about and understand Donald Trump. He is the president of the United States, and he must be the president of the United States for a set of reasons. He wants something. He wants power for himself, which, by the way, he does not particularly want. He has an agenda that he needs to get accomplished, which he did not have. He has to do the following to get reelected, which never was a 2-2 equation for him. And you can't say, the New York Times cannot say the president of the United States is a crazy bugger. I mean, there is not even the language in the modern institutional media language to describe who this man is and why this man is and why he has come about.
Right. And so they kind of imputed things. They also, I think, because of this is the shift in the class-based origin of the media, where she's now almost entirely upper middle class, almost entirely college educated, or in some cases graduate educated, had no idea that his actual arguments were persuasive and resonant with lots of people on things like trade, on things like immigration. When he says things like, if you don't have borders, you don't have a country, all they hear is xenophobia. But what I heard, and it might be, and that's why I thought he was going to win in the first place, I could sense that he was tapping into questions that the establishment had deemed for a long time undiscussable. It's like one of the most amazing moments in that campaign was when he took on Jeb Bush by saying, don't tell me your brother kept this country safe. Don't tell me he didn't fuck up these wars massively. That was a huge break from elite understanding and elite deference in the Republican Party to the legacy of Bush. So part of the media's problem, they couldn't understand because they couldn't understand the people he was relating to, because they've lost increasing touch with most people in America outside their own elite bubble. It was like one crazy bubble met another bubble, and it was mutual incomprehension.
Absolutely. And remember he's not really leading leading in that bubble and leading those people. He's following. He is really looking for, in a media context. It's not, we don't want to have to convince people. We want to feed them what they've already convinced themselves of. He's a salesman. A salesman always wants to sell what's easiest to sell. And he was very good at finding that thing, partly because of those rallies. There it was in real time, 40,000 people in front of him. What are they interested in? And you just say the words and they respond.
Right. Who did worst in covering him? Was it CNN or was it the New York Times or
No, I don't know if anyone. I think everybody did what they could do. I don't really fault it. What I find is that they just don't have the tools that were really necessary to get to the heart of this character. Because fundamentally, remember, they're not interested in character. They're interested in process and procedure and political result.
This is a moment when the new journalism of your youth actually would have been very helpful, because it would have enabled us to have a better sense of this person, this personality, this weird psychology that had propelled him forward.